Good evening. We are discussing an important development. The Indian Air Force is finally on its way to modernize or acquire new fighter jets. This thing has arisen because the Indian Defence Ministry yesterday okayed a proposal of the Indian Air Force to secure or procure 114 Rafale fighter jets from French plane maker Dassault. Now, the proposal moves forward in the following fashion. The Defence Acquisition Council, headed by Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, will take a call on it. There will be a price negotiation with the French plane maker, followed by a ratification by the Cabinet Committee on Security, headed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now, coming to the Air Force, the Rafale, which will be joining the Air Force fleet, 114 jets will supplement the already 36 jets that the Indian Air Force has of the same plane. The Indian Navy has ordered 26 of the marine version of the Rafale. Now, these numbers will add up to almost 200 as they start and go ahead. The critical point in the Rafale deal will be that India has told the plane maker that it will have to integrate Indian-made missiles and weapons onto the plane. Secondly, the secure data links which allow the plane to communicate with radars and sensors on the ground will also be provided by the plane maker. Rafale already has a tie-up with Anil Ambani Group to make the airframes of the plane in India. Two of its suppliers, Safran, the engine maker, and Thales, the avionics maker, will be part of this transfer of technology. Once this is done, the Rafale or its Indian content will be approximately 55% to 60% will be of Indian content. Now, coming to the third important part, which how the Rafale changes the game. Indian Air Force at the moment has around 29 squadrons. Each squadron has around 16 to 18 planes. Most of these squadrons are now aging. The Sukhoi, other than the 36 Rafale, there is the biggest number is the Sukhoi, that is 272 planes. The other jets which are scheduled to start phasing out in 3-4 years from now include the Jaguar from the British origin Jaguar, the MiG-29 from Russia, and also the Mirage 2000, which is of French origin, made by the same plane maker Dassault. This is also scheduled to start phasing out in the next 3-4 years. So India needs almost 450 fighter jets in the next 10 to 12 years. Now, this will be a mix of what Rafale make in India and also the indigenous technologies. The indigenous technologies are two which are coming up. One is the advanced medium combat aircraft, a 5th generation plane, and also the light combat aircraft Tejas Mark-2. Now, the Tejas Mark-2 is a very big upgrade over the existing Tejas Mark-1A. 180 of the Tejas Mark-1A have been ordered, and the Ministry of Defence has tasked the plane maker Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, a public sector undertaking, to make these planes. These numbers will add up, as I told you, around 450 jets. Now, this has to be done in a decade or so. The speed is vital, and it will be very important how Indian Air Force shapes up from here. There is also a mix of these planes, which the Indian Air Force will have a mix of UAVs, which they are procuring and buying and mating these, understanding the air power structure. The UAVs and the planes will operate in separate envelopes. Envelopes, I mean, the envelope is the fighting envelope, the way they fight and how it happens. Now, the Rafale, as it comes in, will bring in technology. India has spoken to the plane maker that this technology has to be developed in India. Safran, the engine maker, has already set up an MRO, that is called the Maintenance Repair Overall Hub at Hyderabad. The Thales is already in tie-up with an Indian company to make some of the avionics in India. The plane itself, the missiles, Indian missiles being made at various locations and other companies will also be mated. The Rafale which India is buying now has a critical aspect. One, the present fleet of the Indian Air Force is called the F3R version of the jet. Internationally, the jets have versions. As avionics keep on upgrading and the systems keep on upgrading, the versions change. India now seeks the F4 version and the F5 version. Some of the planes in the 114 will be the F4 version, and the later half will be the F5 version. Ultimately, all the planes will be upgraded to the F5 version. That will include a better radar, which is now called an ISA radar. We will have better targeting pods, longer range missiles, and also systems to evade enemy missiles. These developments will keep on updating you. The Tribune YouTube channel will keep on updating you about these developments. With me is Tribune videographer Mukesh Agarwal. Thanks for watching.